Good morning, everybody. I hope you had a good weekend and that our soccer players are there and feeling a little more rested. Um, we kind of left the sine law sort of hanging. I gave you a quick lesson on Thursday, and I haven't been able to see how you made out with this yet. Judging on my past experience, this sometimes can take a couple of shots. So I'm going to expand on how to use the sine law a little bit more in detail. So first of all, let's take a look at the exercise. Specifically here, we're talking about exercise number 19. And the video posted above this one takes a look at this question right here and how to solve that. Now, it's all well and good when you're given a picture. It tends to help with the setup. Just to refresh your memory, what we do is I started off with an angle, and I'd say the sine is 67 divided by the length of the side across from it, x, would equal, and then I use, sorry, my computer is running a bit slow. Let's take the sine of 73 degrees and divide it by 42, so it would look like this, sine 73 over 42. Okay, so now today what I want to do is try and help out with, sorry about this, some questions more along the lines of 3 to 6 here, and how to set them up, how to streamline some of your algebra, i.e. show you some shortcuts, and just generally make life a little bit easier. So let's begin with, I think I sort of highlighted some of that. Oh, well, that's not going to work out very well. Let's start with something kind of like number 4. Let's take a look at number 4. So even though I don't have the numbers for number 4 right here, I can start by drawing a triangle. And I just generally always draw my triangle kind of like this. And we label the corners with capital letters. And then I label the sides with lowercase letters like that. And even if I hadn't said I was going to use number 4, but maybe I'll solve 5 or number 6, I'd start this way. This is the basic starting point for all problems involving triangles. You want a basic triangle, and you label the corners and you label the sides. Okay, so now I'm ready to solve my problem, and what I can do here is I can start labeling things. Angle A, that's 64.28 degrees. Angle B is 38.93 degrees, and side C is 18. Now, you'll see that they're asking for side A. They gave us side C, but there's no angle C here. Well, that's not a problem. What we do is we remember that all the angles in a triangle add up to 180 degrees. We're going to subtract angle A, we're going to subtract angle B, and that will give us angle C. And then we're ready to use the sine law. So if I bring up my calculator here then, and take 180, and I subtract 64.28, and then I subtract again 38.93, we see that angle C is 76.79 degrees. So let's get that written down. 76.79 79 degrees. That's going to be angle C. Now, I'm also going to demonstrate a small shortcut for you before we go any further. In the video previous to this one, I said that the sine of angle A over side A would equal the sine of angle B over side B. Well, what's interesting is we can flip the ratio if we need to. So that means to say that if we're solving for side A, that A over the sine of angle A is going to equal B over the sine of angle B. And so we can pick either this form, if we're solving for an angle, since it's already on top, or we can pick this form if we're solving for side. So I'm going to pick the form for side, and I'm just going to demonstrate the substitution here. I'm solving for side A, so I write A over, and then the sine of 64.28 degrees, and that's going to equal, now in this case, I'm going to substitute 18 in for the side of C, and the sine of 76.79 degrees, like that. Let me get rid of my hint here. We'll rearrange for side A. We're going to have 18 multiplied by the sine of 64.28, and we're going to divide by the sine of 76.79, like so. Now we're ready to do some calculations. So we take out the calculator again. We're going to take 18 and multiply that by 64.28. We'll take the sine of that and then equals. And we're going to divide that by 76.79. We'll take the sine and equals. And so we can see that side A is 16.66. So we'll write down our answer. A is going to equal 16.66. Now, a small side note. When you're doing your work, will you please do 2 steps for me, for sure. This is 1. This shows me that you understand how to use the sine law to solve the problem. This is the second thing I need to see. This shows me that you know how to rearrange for the unknown. So this is the theory about the sine law. This is the algebra. This just happens to be whether or not you know how to use the calculator. And really what I'm interested in mostly is this step here and this step here. If you know how to use the sine law and you know how to do the algebra to solve for the unknown, then this bit, I know, is only a matter of time. So please make sure that you show me these 2 steps right here when you're doing a problem. And by the way, just so that you know, when you are given a problem that is described with no picture, this is an absolute must. You have to draw a picture. If you don't, then all of this and this doesn't have any context or any meaning, because I don't know what exactly you're seeing or what you're thinking. Okay? So, I hope that example clears up how to use the sine law between this video and the previous one. That you can get started on exercise 19 or finish it. Now, if exercise 19 happens to be going well for you, that's wonderful. You can work backwards on exercise 20. However, exercise 21 is the next exercise that we'll be taking a look at. So realistically, if you're done with exercise 19, move on to exercise 21 and start working backwards through that one. That's going to be our topic for tomorrow if everything's gone well. Thanks. I hope you have a great day and hope to see you tomorrow.